Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. Today is time for part 52 and the second round of the Coral World Grand Prix against Stephen Maguire, ranked number 15. We haven't actually played the Scot so far in the career mode. Now, if this is your first video watching the Snooker 19 career mode, just a bit of an overview. I haven't done one of these for a while, so I thought, why not? Let's get one of these done. We've had quite an eventful last few tournaments, really. We started the season, didn't really get onto a fantastic start until we got to the final of the Oppo International Championship. We then lost that one to Judd Trump through a decider. We got to the semi-finals of the next two tournaments, then got knocked out of the Betway UK Championship by Ronnie O'Sullivan. However, we won the next tournament, the Scottish Open, playing against, it was Mark Allen in the final. Mark Selby. Mark Selby played in the final, we beat him 4 frames to 3. And then we got to the final of the Dafabet Masters against Mark Allen and lost that one 6 frames to 5. We had a bad end to the German Masters when we got beaten by Jan Bingtao 3 frames to 1. And now we have just beaten Martin Gold by 3 frames to 1 to set up a second round match against Stephen Maguire. So that's a very much whistle-stop tour of the season so far. But of course, if you want to see it and you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. There's plenty of good stuff in there. But after last video, we have moved the difficulty back up to hard. That's definitely where I'm going to stay now. I think I'm going to commit myself to try and learn hard and try and beat the AI on that difficulty. But we are going to keep the aiming aid on pro, as I think I can compete best with that aiming aid. But without any further ado, let's get into this second round match. As I said before, Stephen Maguire, one of the only top 16 players that we haven't played yet. So it'll be nice to play someone a bit different. Personally, not a player that I don't feel too threatened by. He's not, especially in recent years, not done a massive amount, especially when you compare him to the likes of, I don't know, I think the likes of Bingham and that sort of thing, the players around him, and even someone like Ali Carter, who's at the bottom of that top 20, is someone that I just feel threatened by a little bit more because of their pedigree. But Stephen Maguire, is a great player, so he'll threaten us today, definitely at the Cheltenham Racecourse Theatre, but at the same time, let's hope we beat him at the Centaur today. Really grinding my gears though, these camera angles, because I obviously use the handshake for the thumbnail, and because the players are too far up the screen, I can't actually use that for the thumbnail, so I have to get inventive and use one of the other shots. So that's a bit of an insight into thumbnail making. But Stephen Maguire gives us a little bit of a chance straight away, and to be fair, that's the only ball that we can actually go for. But I don't feel really like taking it on, so I am going to just come back up the table. Just tap that into the reds. Okay, we had to maybe get 1 or 2. Yeah, that wasn't the best, but again, we're safe, and that's a pretty good shot. I think we're much better off than we would have been in that situation. Just have to play safe sometimes. That's something the AI's definitely learned, I'd say, after the update. And that's pretty safe as well. Pretty impressive shot. Just try and nick this one. The only problem is, if we come back here, there is a gap for that red. So we might have to play this side and play it very thin. But then equally, it is close to that red. So that red's going to be a bit of a nasty one, to be fair, isn't it? Let's consider what we got. Well, I think we'll go with our instinct. I think we'll go with what we said first. But nothing too hard. Just get it up and down the table in effect. Oh, we've missed it because we hit it too hard. And we tried to play it thin. He'll play on from there because that was too hard. But if it would have been softer, at that 37%, I think we would have been safe. But it's the foul, and I'd guess he'd play on because he's got that straight red that he's took on. So a bit of a mistake from us straight away. But it was a fine margin there, really. Only 2% out of the shot range, and it's punishing, which I think is great. That's the first pot of the match, though. Well, that's a good pot, but he's not really, I don't know, but I don't think he'll be able to make much out of this. He's actually got this red which he can take on. And it's there. The II, as we've seen before, very, very potent. And punishing on this difficulty. So, that's a bit of a struggle. And to be fair, he has made a bit out of this. I'm impressed. Black's a little bit of an awkward angle, but I'm sure he'll take it on. No, he won't, actually. He's just going to go for the... Looks like a safety, unless he's going to try and get this yellow in. But no, it's a safety. And a very good one at that. He snookers us behind the brown.
That's an excellent shot and a challenging snooker.
Definitely.
Stephen Maguire, 13.
So just play this nice and soft, and hopefully we get out of it.
Trying to reduce any risk with this shot.
Let's have a look. Yeah, we got out of it, and we didn't do all that bad there. And we are safe, so that's pretty good considering our record of getting out of snookers. But not surprisingly, it was the man himself who had the upper hand, so not surprising that he's actually got a good shot out of that. But again, we're going to try and play this, but as you'll notice, a little bit thicker, just so if we don't quite hit it right, then we got a chance. But that's a pretty good safety, I'd say. We get away with the fact, luckily, that that red that is by the black is of course covered by the black. So we might have a bit of a safety impasse here, unless someone wants to be a bit daring, and he has been, and he's potted the red. Well, fair play. Fair enough. He's going to have to settle for the yellow here.
Excellent shot.
But he still gets good position because of that. So it is clear this hard AI is going to be a challenge. But I think it might take a few tournaments, it might take a frame or two. It all depends how we play. And the onus is on us, I'd say. But that's going to be another safety from Maguire, unless he magics a brilliant shot. But they're not going to give you opportunities easily. But that being said, that's a pretty good opportunity. What's he trying to get us into here? Is it something I haven't seen? Going to try and get in position for the blue.
He's taking on the long red to the corner.
So we get this right. That's our first pot of the match.
That's a top shot.
Can we get to the black? We can actually.
One.
As I've said before, we've got to get this right.
So this pot into the right corner.
There we go. Oh, too much. Oh, that's a stinker. But will that go? I don't think it will. Is there a gap for that to get to the middle pocket? I'd say there is, just about. It's tight though, isn't it? Very tight. I think we've just got to take the risk here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It got past, but not quite the pot, and that's infuriating.
Robertson,
It's touching ball though, actually, funnily enough.
touching ball.
So we limit into a safety. Interesting. So we can be really daring and try and cut this red in, which I don't really fancy. Just have a look at what it looks like to the middle. It's not going to get to the middle. Okay. Do we just play behind this red, or do we go for the more daring shot on the cushion? I think at this position, I think we might as well go for that one on the cushion. But if we miss it, we've got to accept that we are pretty much going to lose the frame. So it's a tricky one. Let's have a look at this red. Does this go? Because this would be more like a shot to nothing. But if it doesn't go, then it is quite literally a shot to nothing. No, that does go. So like I say, we might as well play that. But make sure we get back up this end of the table so it's not an easy tap for that other red to go in. That might be a little bit soft, actually, especially when it's hit those. But it doesn't matter because we've potted the red.
One.
Right, can we punish him this time? You know what I'm trying to do here? I think you can see that.
To drop into the centre pocket.
Let's hope it works. The blue will go in fine, the pot's fine. I'm not fearing that. We just need to get position on this red.
6.
Which we have. This cue ball needs to slow up though.
He's lost the cue ball a touch.
Slow up, slow up, slow up. I don't know see how he's lost the cue ball, but okay. Because what we can do now is just play this blue. We don't need to play with top, really, do we? No. And we've got a fairly decent pot on this red.
12.
Not the best angle, obviously, but we'll take it. Just have a look at my options, that's all. Try and get on the black, but if we can't, we can't. I think at this point it might not be worth taking the risk. I think we might be best trying to get back up for the blue. Good pot.
13.
Yeah, it wasn't the most risky shot, but then it doesn't really matter, does it? It's going to be a little bit awkward though now. It's going to require a tricky shot on the cushion that we were reluctant to play earlier. But actually, it's not that's not that close to the cushion. It's fine actually. And this could lead to a position on the black.
Planning to sink this into the right corner.
Great pot.
Tremendous shot.
Good stuff. We're building up a decent start here. I think we ought to just let this flow, really.
Gently does it.
Absolutely. Black will go. Just. And we've just about got position on this red to the middle. That was what we were aiming for. Because that was the easiest shot to play, I think. But we'll play it nice and soft, and hopefully, if nothing else comes off, at least we've got position on the blue.
27.
Now. Pink looks tempting. Because that opens up a nice area for these. I think that's what we'll go for. Play with a little bit of top.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
This has got to work. And it has.
What a top pot that was.
But it's not really worked to how we wanted it to, because we've come way too far back up the table. That being said, we can cut this in. So all isn't lost.
He's looking to pop this.
Again, this has got to go right. 2 tricky shots. And that's a good pot.
Shot that is.
Wonderful pot.
But
Outstanding
once
effort.
again, are we on the black? Yes, okay. It's good to see. It's really testing us, this is. It's nice. Oh, crap. Wrong button. 3 tricky shots in a row, and we've done well. Really, the idea is, of course, that you want to play positional play so that the shots are the easiest that they can be. But, of course, sometimes they can't be like that. Got to play with some power, I think, to get out of this position. No, the cannon on the red's not going to do us much harm.
2.
I think it might be best just go for the pink here and come back. Luckily, we're not that close to the cushion, so
He'll want this to
we're free to use a bit of the power within the queue to sort that out. Just have a look if this one goes. No, it doesn't, so we're okay.
48.
The difference is, I think, with this pro aiming aid, we can compete, and it obviously equally. I just want to have a look at this now. This might be a bit of a... I think we might have to touch the red here and just hope for the best.
just the pink needed here.
Oh, it is just the pink needed, okay. And we've got it. So that's the first frame on the board. But what I was going to say, play a bit of a shot to nothing here. Oh, that's a great pot. The pro aiming aid, it allows us to accomplish the to accomplish the breaks,
56.
and of course the hard gives us the challenge, if you like. So I think it's a good challenge. But what I'm saying is it brings more equality. Oh, that's too far, but it's okay because we've won the frame, I think.
Robertson, 56.
Yeah, there we go.
Frame conceded.
Good first frame win, solid break.
And that is the frame.
Because with medium and pro plus, it's a little bit like, well, it is kind of equal, but nobody can make a good break. With hard and pro plus,
Yes, he's looking good at the moment.
we
Be pleased with that.
we struggle and the AI batter us. But I think with hard and pro though, it's a nice offset. It's a bit of good equality. Now we could go for a pot here potentially. He's just gone for the safety. We know he's good at those, but he's not quite left. Not left an easy one, but I think we're going to go for this. Go on. Nice pot. That's on the black. Great stuff.
1.
Can open up these reds as well. Need some power. And that's the black potted. That's the one most important thing. What's the split like? Where is the red that we can pot? that one will go. That's a bloody long one though, isn't it? As usual, there's nothing easy here. It's going to have to be a long pot.
He's taking this on.
So we won't play with too much power. Give the ball every chance, even though that seems quite hard. But great
What a
pot.
shot that is.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
Right. Again, another tricky one. Going to try blue to middle.
Tricky shot here.
Could go wrong, this could. It hasn't though, luckily. But where's the red? Oh, it's okay, just.
14.
But again, tricky predicament here. Don't think this one... No, that... it might do, but I don't want to take the chance this early. But equally, look at this sort of shot, for example. Really minor margins. I suppose that one's the easiest chance. This one here.
This really is tricky.
It is tricky, agreed. But it's there.
Fabulous pot.
Let's hope we've got the
He'll be
position
happy
on the
with
black
that.
we want.
Top shot.
Which we have.
15.
It's always a bit of good news. Got to pot it though. Which we have. But that red's not going to be open because of the black.
22.
Oh, we haven't had one, apart from maybe that black, we haven't had one easy pot yet.
Half a chance here.
This is going to add to the tricky potting chances.
So close. He
Oh,
needed some luck
just
there, but
off.
he didn't get it.
Neil
Let's be fair, we were going to miss one of those. We were on borrowed time really at the table.
1.
Just settling for a yellow. Let's see what Stephen Maguire can reply with, because it wasn't a good break really. And we have given him a good opportunity with how we split the reds, so we'll see how he gets on.
Nicely onto the colour.
4.
That's the black.
11.
Blimey, he's taking a while over this one. And he's got it. Apologies for that. I was just checking my iPad of something. I got an email there. Colour's not going to be easy though here. He might play a daring double. No, he's not going to. He's just going to play a safety. Ouch, that was awful. Really didn't go right there.
Shot. And it hasn't worked
Just
out.
overplayed that just slightly. Could have been a master stroke. Getting it behind the blue, but alas it wasn't.
1.
So they're not invincible, these hard AI. Just without potting it, I'm trying to get it fairly close to the cushion so it's as straight a pot as possible. Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good.
6.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
That's fine. And the black's on as well.
There.
Simply
Great stuff.
7.
I think we got a good opportunity to win this frame. Got to try and knock these red. And that's more like it. That'll do.
very well played.
14.
Yeah, got a bit more leeway now, as you can see.
Playing this with plenty of...
Bloody hell, that is hard. I didn't realise just how hard we were playing that shot. Christ. But we are going to have to play it that hard to get the position. Or we could play it really soft like that, to be fair, and get the position as well. So it works both ways. Yeah, we didn't quite have to whack it there, I suppose, in the end.
No real problem here.
Yeah, black's not a problem.
2.
And it's a tight one, but we've set ourselves up nicely for this.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
And we're playing with a bit of precision at the moment, which is nice. Keeping in and around the black and the pink. Even though the pink's off limits, but with the position of the reds, I'm quite glad about that. But we've got our options now. That's what I mean. It's all about having leeway in terms of position to give yourself the options. Trying to avoid a collision with this red. But equally make sure we do get on the black. And that's two now. Wasn't the best, but it's still cuttable, I suppose. Could go wrong though, this. Which it has.
Disappointed with that shot.
Didn't take enough time over that, really.
Neil Robertson, 31.
We're built up a solid break, though, now. So it's going to be a bit of a task for Stuart Maguire. Stephen Maguire. Trying to morph Stuart Bingham and Maguire into one there. It's going to be a bit of a task, but it's certainly not unassailable.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
But he can't afford to make a mistake.
8.
And to be honest, I don't think he will. Well, if he clears up the reds, the remaining red that is,
21.
and the colour, I think he'll clear up the 27 available in the colour. So I think he'll win this frame. Just off one mistake on a black.
22.
So it looks like he's going for the blue here, just to get better position on that yellow. So he's 14 behind with 27 remaining, so any mistake here would give us a prime chance. But I don't see him missing one here.
29. 32. 36.
No, he ain't going to miss from here. It's customary stuff, standard stuff.
41.
Players practice this stuff all the time, clearing those last three colours.
47.
And he's as straight as an arrow on that black, and he's won the frame. Great break of 54 to come and steal it off us. Credit to him.
54. And the frame.
So after two, we're level.
Well played to take that frame.
Good snooker really from both players, I'd say.
And this is developing into
One or two mistakes, but nothing too ridiculous.
Thank you.
Let's have a look. He goes for that same thick break that he did the first time out. Yeah, he has, and even more so this time. Very peculiar. He's left a few options. His break wasn't the best there.
no more than half a
I
chance.
think we'll go for this. And there we go.
That is a quality opening red.
Got out of there as well, crucially. And I think we got a chance now, but we can't get complacent. Just play like we usually would, one ball at a time.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Right, this needs to pull up, this needs to pull up, this needs to pull up. Actually, no, it doesn't. Actually, does it?
6.
Well, we'll have a look what chance we've got. Yes, it did need to. Because that doesn't go. It's going to have to be long pot time then.
This is really tricky.
Give Stephen Maguire a big chance if we don't pot this, and we're not going to.
Missed it.
Damn it. Ah!
Neil Robertson.
Could tell with the trajectory of where that was going that we were going to miss
Stick
it.
This into the left corner pocket.
We've seen in previous frames one mistake, and it could be all over. And the same went for Stephen Maguire at the start of the frame. He opened up red, and I said, well, we ought to play this one ball at a time. Ultimately, after that one ball, we missed.
6. Seven.
He's only got a few opportunities, though. He's got to open up the reds at some point.
9.
And I'm sure he will. I'm sure he's factored this all in. It's not a mug. He's got plenty of time. We're sat at the chair. There's nothing we can do. Never is if you're sat at your chair.
Beautiful.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
10.
Be interested to see what route he takes here. He'll go for that one. Oh, actually, does that... Oh, I don't think it does, but the black might block that. Don't think it does, though. I think he can get through, but we'll see. He might have mucked this up. No, you can.
Lost the cue on the
Ooh.
tad there.
18.
Unlucky. Really unlucky. Just tried to open up the reds a bit, and, well, alas, couldn't.
18.
That's a shame. Right, I'm going to try and play these as soft as possible.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
Yeah, that's the aim. That couldn't have been better.
Nicely done.
We've got to deliver the first punch though here because we have to regain. I know we're only 12 points back, but it can turn into a big margin very quickly. And amazingly, Maguire's given us a chance here. And we are going to be silly enough to fall for it.
He's playing the pot here. Brilliant. What a pot.
Great pot.
1.
Right. So, gotta pot this black, I'd say. Get up to the cushion. Pot the red. And then with that next black or next colour, we have to then open up the reds.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
And that's way too far down the table.
9.
And let's be honest, we're crap at these shots. So we can try and get this really safe. That's too hard, but it's still safe.
Neil Robertson, 9.
Yeah, trying to get it behind the black. That was never going to work, really. He splits them again. He hasn't opened up another opportunity, surely. Which one are we looking at here? We're looking at that one. Okay. Does it go? No, we're not that lucky this time. Bit harder than I'd like. And we haven't hit it again. That's just so annoying.
That's
Oh, he might make us play that again.
Foul.
Too hard.
Stephen Maguire.
And because we're trying to
playing
play
on from this position.
really thin snooker, sometimes it doesn't work. We just see the edge of that. Yeah, we can. We need to make sure we do hit this one right then. That'll do. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Brilliantly played. He's looking for the safety again. Who will
Playing this a bit hard. Whoa. Fair play if he's got safe there, but that's a bit of a dangerous chance. I mean, we could cut that in, but again, our cut shots have always been so hard on this game. Issue is, though, there's not really much way to get this safe. That works for me. But it might leave something open. No, it doesn't. Depends what he's played. You jammy git. Well, fair play.
Well, he's got it. Great shot.
I don't think we're going to hit anything here, but we might as well give it a chuck. No, don't hit the black though. Okay. we don't give away 7 points at least
Not
because
what
we
he
didn't hit the
intended,
black.
and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
What do you mean not sure what my intention was? I was snookered, you plonker. But to be fair, he hasn't really... I don't think he really has used that to his optimum. Could have really punished us for that. Made us play on from there and make an even bigger mistake, but no. Just gives us a chance to do the same to him. Go on, go on, go on, go on. 1% harder.
Trying to get the cue ball
Well, it was
tight on
close
the
though.
cushion.
But he's missed the red. Right. I think we've got to go for a pot here. Just play it soft. Let's see how we get on. There we go.
Not the shot
But,
he was aiming for there.
Dear.
1.
That's so annoying. I'll say black. And we can just get to it, luckily. I mean, what's the upshot here? What do we do? I think we just hit it hard enough to try and get it to bounce and get to 2 cushions. Don't hit that.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Oh, that's annoying.
He's taking the red on.
He's took that on. That's fantastic.
Tremendous pot.
What a pot.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
Of the 3 frames so far, this has been really tight. It's been about an average of 11-12 minutes each frame. Put it this way, this frame's been nearly that long. And we're still not going to know who's going to win it. It's that tight, but could Stephen Maguire make the break here? I think he's going to have to play a safety at some point, just with how the Reds are situated.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
I might be wrong,
13.
but at the moment he doesn't show any sign of feigning.
No, not this time.
Must have been the mind games. Must have been the mind games. But we start here with a pretty straight pot. Can we punish him now?
1.
Issue is,
It's
what
half
do
a
we
chance,
really
but
go for?
chance nonetheless.
I think we bring it back down. It's going to have to be a mega shot, this is. It's there. I knew we weren't going to hit any of those. I wasn't bothered about that. I just wanted to get decent position on this red.
6.
Yeah, it's going to have to be this one. And we're going to have to have big balls here.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
How are we going to get on? It's there.
Fabulous,
Well,
absolutely
if you don't buy a
fabulous
ticket,
pot.
7.
you ain't going to win the raffle. Just try and split these 2 reds. Does it
That's a
work?
good shot.
We had a go.
13.
Can't moan at that. Just play up to this
That
red.
might be a very
Oh, we bloody
expensive
missed
foul.
it. Really didn't need
Foul
that.
miss. Neil Robertson, 13.
Just need to
Stephen
play with
Maguire,
precision, and we hadn't got any. Yeah, to be honest, I just think here we might as well give it a go.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Yeah, we've not potted it, but hopefully we can get this safe. I think we are. Ooh!
Robertson, 4.
Well, the ball's in his
Stephen
court.
Maguire.
Let's see what he decides
Well.
to do here.
Oh, he's giving us a chance here. Ouch.
Tricky pot coming up.
Definitely favourite for the frame. Definitely.
That's
And he
right
goes and makes a mistake like that. Oh, that's gutting.
1.
Now I'd say we've got to pop this pink. Which isn't exactly an easy shot. Not one I'd like to take on. Oh, there's not really much more I can do. Look what we can play from here.
One easy one.
Got to put the pink
Half.
first, which we have. Oh, bloody hell.
Could cost him.
5. Neil Robertson, 1. Stephen Maguire, 6.
Ah, it's so annoying. And now we snookered ourselves. Actually, can we move the ball again? Oh, Christ, I forgot to edit. Is there a... can we move the... let's have a look. Controls. We've placed the ball, but surely, before we take it, surely we can move it again. Surely. Speed up AI shot. Advanced back, colourblind mode, free look camera. Come on, surely we can move this ball. I'm hitting all the buttons I can think possible. No. No. Ah, it's annoying. Why have I done that? Meanwhile, we've just got a floating cue. So what we're going to have to do here is almost just tap it.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
Oh, what has happened here? There we go, Robbo's back. Too hard, too hard. Oh, and we bloody hit the pink! Oh dear, this is a disaster.
That's a pretty poor attempt.
Foul and a miss.
Right, let's try that again.
6. Free ball.
Now, he's just said free ball, but if you notice, we got a notification. Well, we didn't get a notification as such, but we did get a... oh, we didn't quite hit it that time. Do we hit it? No, we don't hit anything that time. It's not
Not
helping.
sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
Foul and a miss.
God, I hope he makes a stupid mistake now. Which amazingly he might have just done, but he hasn't. Got to play this out now. Play a bit thicker, try and get it behind the black. It's gone too far. But hopefully this cue ball makes it a bit of an awkward cut shot. I'm just going to hope I've tempted into it and he misses. Because this red will secure the frame. But actually, he's hit it. Lucky git. But actually, giving us a prime chance. That's astonishing. We now have to pot everything.
He's looking to pop this into the
But
right
we
corner.
have got a chance.
Excellent pop. 1.
So what? So we're 25 back. Okay, so we got more than enough freedom here.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Try and play the blue. And then get up for the yellow.
That's a tremendous pop.
That's what we need to do here. If we come back and win this frame after that, wow. Ridiculous, really.
This is a great opportunity.
It is a great opportunity. He's got to be scowling in that chair. He's got to be terrible. He's got to be really annoyed.
8.
Worked out better than I thought it would. It's still awkward, but
11.
I think it's worth going for.
This won't be easy.
Not easy at all. Line's just right, though. Middled it.
Outstanding pop. It's right out of the
And the
top.
position's not that bad either.
15.
Pretty handy. Position's not great for the next shot, though. So, that's going to have to do. Play a screw back and play a long pot on it. That's what we had to do.
20.
What are the scores looking like? 6 behind. So it will come down to the black here.
Tricky pot.
Like it so often does. In these close frames. Oh, no it won't. No it won't. Oh, we've just missed the pink.
Neil Robertson.
But it's tight on the cushion. So it's going to be a safety. And a daft one. A really stupid safety from Stephen Maguire. What has he played there? We missed. It was prime opportunity for him. He should have took us to the cleaners.
6.
But amazingly, he hasn't.
Well, this'll clinch the frame.
And we've gone ahead. Stephen Maguire, what a clanger.
That should be it. No real way for his
Real
opponent to
few
win the
big
frame now.
mistakes there from him, particularly because we made so many fouls.
Neil Robertson.
Lost so many points through those
Frame in the bag.
bad shots. And now we're in with a chance of winning this with a frame to spare.
Looking to apply some pressure on his opponent in this frame.
He has, but it's
Did
not
well
really
to win
a
that
standard.
frame, although yes, we were given plenty of chances. Is he going to get a starter here? Looks like he might.
Careless shot there.
Yeah, alright.
So, this pot's into the right corner.
1.
Oh, round, nice.
5.
Is he close enough to the cushion to take on the red?
Looking to run this along the cushion.
Yep, no problem there.
6.
The best thing for him would be just to clear up after this. After that disastrous third frame. And that's something I think he'll do, to be honest.
14.
That'd be the best thing for his confidence. Of course, we'd love to smash him this frame. We don't want to take it to a decider.
Really well played.
20.
Nicely onto the colour.
I'd have gone for blue there, but there you go.
24.
He knows what he's doing.
Well, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
25. 32.
Ooh. Okay. Could be a frame winning visit.
To take this game here.
Talk about jinxing someone. Jesus. Oh, sorry, Steve. Right. So it's a 32 break from Maguire. Got to get this right.
That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
Oof, thank God for that. And thank God the pink is where it is, or else we'd have been stumped. And look at that, it's practically a straight pot.
This is tough.
It is tough, but
Great
it's
shot.
there. You'd have expected no less.
7.
So now we've got a chance. Oh, we just played a pit. I don't know. I'm glad I bloody checked that. I thought, huh? Hang on. I actually played for the blue there. You donkey.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Could regret this if it doesn't go in, but it's okay.
Shot.
I thought, we're playing for the blue. Why can't we play the blue? Hopefully in real life the ref would have been there and going, what on earth are you doing, Neil? Or Toby, of course.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the
Shut
control
up.
a little.
12.
Did he say not really the shot he was after? Although, we could get great position on the black.
He's going for the left corner.
Right, that figures. Although I think we might run it a bit too far for the black. But that's just about fine. Any lower, it would have been a struggle. It's not as close to the cushion as I would have liked for that shot. Not ideal. Not really any other option that's easier though, is there? So, apply this through gritted teeth.
He's taking it on.
Yeah, the line looked good and that was a nice pot. Can we steal this from Stephen Maguire? I know it's not much of a steal after a 32 break from Maguire, but nonetheless, he made a good start.
28.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion.
Nice. And it's back up for the black. That's the most important bit. Can make a fancy pot, but it's nothing without position. Now we're going to try and make a bit of position for ourselves here. Which we have. I think.
Nicely onto a red.
36.
Oh. Luckily we got that one as a backup, but if there was only 2 reds left on the table, I might have just cried. We're not going to play safe in the usual term of safety, but I am going to play safe in that I'm going to play the green.
Into the right corner.
I just think the blue comes with too many risks, especially at this stage. Frame's wide open.
40.
There we go. It's a decent positional shot on that. It's tough. That is, definitely. But I think that the trajectory, that's just fine.
This is no gimme.
We'll find out, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Good pot.
He'll be very
That's
happy with
nicely on the
his position
black.
here.
41.
Now, I'm just trying to work out if we play that about there. It's going to be very tight, that is, so I think we ought to scrap that idea. Let's play with a bit of top. And hopefully get position for that one on the cushion.
48.
Can't quite make that one by the pink, unfortunately. But we'll play a long pot here. It's a dangerous one, really is.
He's taking on the long red to the corner.
Let's see. Yes, it's there.
Fabulous effort. That's a great
Great
pot.
stuff.
Very well played.
49.
So we need to be... ideally, we need to be back sort of to where we are. But if we are back there... Yeah, we should be able to see that red. Yeah. I think we played well here. It's been a good match. Really good quality match. Got to get this right. This is the crucial shot, I'd argue. Looks good. It's there.
Now that's a top
Ace.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
57.
And we're 25 ahead. So we need this. Actually, yeah, we need the pink. And with the red,
aiming for the centre
we'll be
pocket
into
here.
the last 8. And we're nicely positioned for the red.
63.
Got a lead of 31. Of course, as I say, if we get this red, it's all over.
In it goes.
And there we go.
That should effectively remove any ideas
That
his
should
opponent
do it.
have of a comeback.
64.
Might as well go for a bit of a daring one here.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
We've missed it. And he has got a bit of a
Neil
chance.
Robertson.
So if he just decides to play on or not. He does. Not really surprised. And it's not all over just yet. It is now, though.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
What?
This should be straightforward enough.
What the bloody hell are the commentators going on about? I don't know. Right, we're now 34 ahead. Is that right? 34 ahead? Yeah, so we can just play a safety. It's not particularly safe, but does it matter? Of course it doesn't. We're 34 ahead, 25 remaining. I doubt he'll play on here.
Neil Robertson. 2. Frame conceded.
And he doesn't, and that's it for the second round of the Coral World Grand Prix. We're through to the last 8. A really good game there, I thought. We played well, and Stephen Maguire didn't play awfully, but he was lacking a little bit. But as you can see, fairly close in terms of the points. But that sort of 65-point gap isn't surprising, given that we won it 3-1. But a good game against Stephen Maguire. Let's see what we've got in the last 8. I'm interested now. As I said, it usually goes up gradually, so I'm thinking someone inside the top 10. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Kyron Wilson. Just a hunch. No, okay. Okay, interesting. We've got Luca Brissell. So somebody, again, I haven't played before. Interesting. So we go from gold to Maguire to the Belgian, Luca Brissell. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played Brissell before. Yeah, Brissell in 14th in the rankings. Interesting. So, Big opportunity in that quarter-final. I mean, amazingly, it'd be a crazy one, wouldn't it? If we won that, we're already through to the last 4, and that seems like it's gone so quickly. Especially given that we started with 32 players, and if we win this one, we're through to the last 4. But I suppose that's the nature of knockout snooker. But I hope you guys have enjoyed that, as with every other episode of the series so far. I'll be back on Friday for that game against Luca Brissell, so make sure you hit that notification button on the channel to subscribe and receive notifications when videos come out. But apart from that, I've been TIJ Gang, and I hope you've enjoyed, as I said earlier. Thank you for your company today, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.